y'all. I decided to do something different today. Cause, Spirit be telling me, show up for the people, you know, show up for the people. I'm trying to share my ancestral universal gifts of being able to channel messages from other dimensions and bring it to the 3D to y'all. But the problem is I'm not really getting my videos seen much. So I thought to myself, like, Leek, what is it that you can do to better connect with your viewers and that they can better connect to me? And as they say, the eyes. They say the eyes is the window to the soul. So what better way for y'all to connect with me than if I actually start putting my face on camera? So I decided that that's what I'm going to do now. Um, I'm gonna just start recording, with my face on here. So to those who don't know, this is Lika. It's your girl Lika. My channel is called Cards Fly Lika. And basically what I do, y'all, is I do freestyle readings. And that's where I let my spirit guides and my intuition guide me to which deck of cards is appropriate for each person or group of people that I decide to do a reading for. Now today, I do kind of have an overall goal as to what I want to do for my zodiac signs. I decided I'll do all y'all. And what we're gonna do is um I'm gonna keep it fun. I'm gonna keep it fun and cute. It's gonna be fun and cute, whatever. But we're gonna pull some Moonology cards. I always show people. I like to just to show y'all what I'm working with. So we're gonna pull from the Moonology deck today, and then we'll also pull. And this is the part where I say it's gonna be cute and fun. The Rebel deck. So this Rebel deck, it's like real. What's the word that I'm looking for? Like the blunt truth, like straight to the point. It's not real cute. It's not sugar coated advice. It's very get off your ass and do XYZ. So if you're not a sensei, aka a sensitive person, um, then this reading's gonna be for you. But definitely at least stick around for the Moonology part, so I can get you guys some insight. As you guys know, if you do not know, we are in the new moon in Sagittarius, and that's gonna bring in a lot of new energy, a new adventure, new excitement, and we're closing out the year of 2022. So that's just amazing. But let's get into it, right? All right. So what we're going from Capricorn to Sagittarius. Capricorn to Sagittarius. Okay. All right. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universe. Clear and accurate messages for my Capricorns. Clear and accurate messages for my Capricorns. What is it that they need to know for the remainder of this year? For the remainder of this year, what is it that my Capricorns need to be focusing on? And what energy is this new moon going to bring in for them? Okay. Hope everybody's doing well. Please, y'all, like, comment, and subscribe. Like, for real. Help it. Help us, sister. Help it. Help me out. For real. Yeah, help me out. And that's what I think I like. I think I'm gonna like about like being on camera now. Y'all can get my personality. I'm goofy. I'm pretty funny too. I've been told. To those who don't know, I'm a Gemini, and we can be some funny ass people, right? But anyway, yeah. So I think it'll be nice for us to just connect on this level or whatever. All right. So for my Capricorn, Capricorns. Moonology message for my Capricorns. Moonology message for my Capricorns. Something wanted to come out, but I missed it. Yes, y'all only take flyers. Now, that's the thing. I be wanting y'all to see the cards fly. That's why I kind of just didn't have it where I was on camera, but I'll show y'all what came out. All right, so we have for Capricorn, we have new moon in Capricorn, and we have your hard work is paying off, Capricorn. Hard work is paying off, but let's get into it with the textbook definition. What the textbook definition of it is new moon in Capricorn. So let's take a look. All right, new moon in Capricorn. It says your hard work is paying off. First and foremost, this card suggests a new start for you professionally. Whatever has been going on in your working life, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is the time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whatever your question, whether work related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. Spirit is absolutely asking you Capricorns to switch it up a little bit. It says you need to take a look at the long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months or even 5 years. That will inform you your best course of action now. So think seriously about it. Drawing this card suggests it's a time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is you want to achieve. Ashe to that. Attune to the moon. Say to yourself, attune to the moon. Make a proper plan and execute it well. Additional meanings for this card when it shows up in a reading is you need to be more disciplined to reach your goal. Stay focused on your goals. Hard work will make your dreams a reality. A very good omen. The next meaning is a very good omen for study or teaching. And the last meaning is don't be too controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling. I'll shade of that. All right. So the teaching, it says Capricorn is a sign of ambition, building, and hard work. The energy is solid and rigid. The new moon in Capricorn is a powerful lunation that comes towards the end of each year and marks arguably the best moment annually to make a list of your hopes and dreams, ambitions, and intentions for the year ahead. And as you can see, we're approaching 2023. So this is time to really buckle down, focus on your goals. And know that you're worthy of whatever it is that you're trying to manifest with these goals as well. But anyway, it says that pulling this card at any time suggests that with planning and discipline, you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. Capricorn, Ashe to that. Now we're just gonna keep it fun, cute, sweet with the Rebel deck and just see what the messages that come out for you guys. Like I said, it's very blunt. It's not sugar-coated advice at all. There's curse words in it. I like it. For real, it makes it interesting. It makes it a little fun. All right, let's see what it says. Split my deck. All right. Messages for Capricorn. Messages for Capricorn. What is it that their spirit guides, angels, ancestors want them to know? Come on, y'all. Give me something for my Capricorns. Oh, there we go. As soon as I say it, it comes out. All right, the first one is make better fucking choices. If you're pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. If you're pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. Okay? Next is drop the fucking ego. Vulnerability is hot as fuck. Learn how to be vulnerable, y'all. Capricorns, y'all could be like real, like you kind of might not know how much they really love you. So learn how to be vulnerable. Okay? What else? Cappies. Says that project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back. And this still reiterates on the first card that we got, which was your hard work is paying off. Come up with a very detailed plan of what it is that you want to execute and go for that shit full throttle because the universe is on your side right now. Okay? And I can see that manifesting for you into 2023 and we basically there. Okay? All right. Some more for my Capricorns. A couple more for my Capricorns. I dropped it. It didn't fly out. It says fuck, shit is about to get real. Fuck, you need your people around you. Don't know what that applies to. That could be a Capricorn. I got some shit going on. Says whatever you're thinking about, don't do it. Now is not the fucking time. Okay, what else? One more message for Cappies. One more message for my Caps. Oh, it says, eat your fucking vegetables. Eat some shit made by Mother Nature. All right, so that's what I have for my Caps. Oh, 10-10 on the timer. Oh, I love catching synchronicities. Mm. It made me feel good. But because it came up during the end of your reading, I would like to say, because I am a person who believes that spirit does try to communicate with us through numbers, Capricorns, I would advise you to take the time to look up the meaning of 1010. If you don't feel like reading it, go to YouTube, look up and literally just type in angel number 1010 meaning, and it'll give you the meaning behind it. And there's honestly probably another message embedded in this message. So I would advise you to do that. All right, next moving on to Aquarius. I ain't gonna lie, I love y'all. That's because I'm dating one. My twin flame is an Aquarius, so y'all, I'm just floored by Aquarians. Okay, okay. You know, Aquarius and Gemini is compatible, so it's just like that's my baby, and it's like not even just because of that, but he's like my best friend, so that's what makes it so much better. It's like really my dog. But it's a twin flame journey, so it's been, whew, it's been a doozy. It's been a doozy. To those who have any familiarity on twin flames, it comes with some shit. It's beautiful and it is treacherous all at the same time. It is going to be the relationship that teach you the absolute most about yourself and help you find your purpose. And then you kind of help in your partner will also find their purpose and teach them everything about themselves all through this union. So it's just a beautiful thing. All right, but messages for my Aquarius. Messages for my Aquarius. What is it that they need to be focusing on right now? What messages do their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors, and ascended masters have for them at this time? All right, let's see. Messages for my Aquarius. Messages for my Aquarius. What do they need to know during this new moon in Sagittarius? Give me something spirit for my Aquarius. Moonology card for my Aquarius. I only wanted one card, but there's two that came out. It says you and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer, and then it says hold your vision, fixed moon. All right, so we're going to start off with new moon in Cancer. All right, new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. Now, there's a new start coming in your private life. Something is rising up in connection with the people and places you hold dearest. This can be to this can be to do with a member of your family, a flatmate, or moving house. If you're hoping to move forward with something special in your private life, this card comes to you as a message that you can do it. If you've been neglecting your family, it's time to reconnect with them. And if you've been neglecting yourself, you need to take better care of yourself and nurture yourself more. If your insecurity is holding you back, that's something for you to work on now. Doing so could bring you your heart's desire. Now, attuned to the moon, it says make sure you put family first. Additional meanings for this card. Let someone get a bit closer to you. The next meaning is a new cycle is starting for your child or children. The next meaning is it's time to review your goals. Have they changed? Is the question is have they changed? And then meditation will help you. The next meaning is help. Meditation will help you banish your insecurities. The last one is spending time near water. Water will bring you peace and answers. Now, the teaching behind this card. It says the new moon in Cancer can be a super emotional time. The moon is all about emotions, and Cancer is a water sign and also very emotional. Saying that the moon is very happy in the sign of Cancer is one of her two home signs along with Taurus. So whenever you pull it, this card suggests that whatever happens next will be in your favor. It's especially positive for family matters. All right. I love that. I love that. I love that. The next one we have is hold your vision. So if there's something that you want to manifest, if there's an overall goal that you have, even if it hasn't necessarily taken off for you right now, Spirit wants you to hold that vision. It's going to manifest. It just takes faith and being patient. And I feel like divine timing is probably at work with whatever it is that you are trying to bring into fruition for you. But anyway, we have hold your vision, fixed moon. Hold your vision, fixed moon. Okay, give me a second, y'all. So it says, hold your vision, fixed moon. There are two main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second is very different, is a very different interpretation, is that something is stuck. That could well be referring to the situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheel so that events move forward. Are you being stubborn? Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great because if you really want things to change, there's a solution. Stop digging your heels in and be the one to break a deadlock. With two interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. So let's go over this one more time, Aquarius. It says there's two main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. And why? For some reason, I feel like that's what it is because whatever it was that I was just telling you guys about, um, hold, shit, hold in the vision, or maybe wait, okay. So that's the first meaning. The next one is the very, the second is a very different interpretation, and it's saying that something is stuck. That could well be referring to the situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that events move forward. Are you being stubborn? You are a fixed sign, so it's very possible. Um, are you being stubborn? If so, that's great because if you really want things to change, there's a solution. Stop digging your heels in and be the one to break a deadlock. With two interpretations for this card, it's up for you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. Now, attuned to the moon, it says, yes, just say the word a lot and see how it feels. Additional meanings for this card. Staying power, faith, or patience are needed. The next meaning is someone needs to back down. The next meaning is avoid stagnation. The last meaning is a personal or professional relationship will be enduring. Okay. The teaching behind this card, it says in astrology, there are three quadru, quadru, quadruplicities, cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. The fixed signs can be stubborn, so anything that's just starting as you draw this card may well last longer. Remember, we each have all the star signs in our chart. It's just the way the astrological wheel works. So there's no judgment when we say that while it's admirable how much staying power the fixed signs have, they can also be obstinate. Well, you guys are a fixed sign. Hold your vision. Okay, so I'm just gonna move on to the next, to the Rebel deck. I might be able to clarify what just came out. But the last card kind of threw me off a bit. I ain't gonna lie. Ain't gonna lie, y'all. And it's only because it has two meanings. It's like, okay, I'm gonna reiterate on that. But anywho's, we're gonna move to the Rebel deck. To those who don't know, this is like the unsugar-coated advice from Spirit, okay? The Rebel deck is not cute. It has cuss words and stuff in it. It's fun. It's gonna be fun. All right, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universe, clear and accurate messages for my Aquarius. Clear and accurate messages for my Aquarius. Please just block out any interferences as I get this message across. And just protect my space, spirit, and allow me to just open up my third eye so I can dive deeper into my intuition to give further clarification of the cards that come out today. Ashe. This thing's cute, but it's hot. Sheesh. Sheesh. All right. Some rebel advice for my Aquarius. Rebel advice for my Aquarius. This one flip. It says, stop fucking whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change the world, so do it. Hold your vision. You have the strength to change the world, Aquarius. What else for my Aquarius spirit? Get some fucking sleep. You're being an ass because you're fucking tired. Face the pillow now. And it's important. As air signs, it's very important for us to get rest because we live in our heads so much. Um, so yes, get some fucking sleep. Spirit is saying that you guys are not making the most of getting some rest. So prioritize that. More for my Aquarius. Okay, I dropped it. It didn't fly. It says make better choices. If you're pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. Okay, so this message is coming out twice. All right. What else for my Aquarius spirit? I'm gonna just stop when I feel like it's time to stop. Oh, this one tried to come out twice. I'm gonna say it. It says, don't talk to anyone, don't look at anyone. You need some fucking time alone, and you know why. Have you been spending some time in your solitude? It's very important. I don't know. For me, like, I'm a Gemini. It says they say like we're like super social butterflies. I genuinely need alone time. Like I have to be alone to gather my thoughts and to recharge my social battery. Like sometimes you just need to be alone. So spirit is saying that you need to spend some time alone. And this card tried to come out twice. But remember I was like earlier, I was like I dropped it, it didn't fly out, so I'm not taking it. Came out again. So you need some alone time. Okay? And I know like our biggest thing is like we try to distract ourselves from stuff. Oh, let me just get out and be around people. But sometimes it's like the best way to like really um like really do some reflection in some reflection, which I feel like came out with the hold your vision card to do some reflection. You can't do that if you're surrounded with energy, like with people's energy. You have to be within your own energy to really to do some real reflection. Okay? Okay. All right. See, I'll pull a couple more for the Aquarius and close that out. All right, we have ask a fucking expert. Don't rely on your friends or the internet. Listen to a damn professional. Don't know who that applies to, but that's what we have. And I'll pull one more. Take a shot. Don't take 12. Take one. Okay, maybe two. Move on. All right, so take a shot, Aquarius. It's Saturday night, so why the fuck not? Let's do it. Let's take a shot or two. Speaking of. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about nothing low vibrational during my reading, but next, I'm going to move into the next sign. We're going into Pisces now. Oh, y'all. Fuck the fucks. Pisces. So I'll just put Pisces at 24. I don't have nobody to timestamp for me, y'all, but it takes so long to do your timestamps if you don't have them as you go. So let me just put it down now. Pisces is going to be 25. Okay. At least I caught it kind of early, so it's not like awful, but damn. Forgot about that part. Forgot about that part. All right, moving on to my Pisces. My Pisces, my Pisces. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universe, clear and accurate messages for my Pisces. Clear and accurate messages for my Pisces. What is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors want them to know at this time? Please just protect my space as I get these messages across. And just open up my third eye to allow me to dive deeper into my intuition to give further clarification of the cards that come out today. And also just open up my throat chakra so I can adequately deliver the messages to the people. Ashe, Spirit. Ashe. I like this. I'm actually happy I got on camera. It just feels like more fun or something. Like feel like I'm connecting with y'all a little bit better, regardless if anybody has actually seen this video yet or not. I really do like that I decided to do this. All right. Messages for my Pisces. Messages for my Pisces. Started at 26. Messages for my Pisces. Messages for my Pisces. Okay. What flipped over is don't let your past hold you back. And y'all, I'm not gonna lie, it's a glare. It's the super fucking glare. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. And then we have the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Hey y'all. What's crazy is that's actually the next full moon that's coming. Full moon in Gemini. It's next. I'm looking forward to it. All right. So first is we have is don't let your past hold you back. South Node. All right. South Node. It says the South Node, like the North Node, is a karmic point, but it's opposite to the North Node and relates to the past, perhaps even to past lives. Whatever you're going through and whatever you're asking about, there's a chance that age-old programming and conditioning is stopping you from achieving all that you might. So it's time to change like certain thinking patterns for the Pisces. It's time for the Pisces to switch it up a little bit, okay? Um, okay, so do you feel stuck in something? This card will often come as a sign that the situation or relationship you're asking about has somewhat is somehow become suffocating, even toxic. It suggests that someone, you even, needs to be released. And there's some kind of addiction going on or an unhealthy attachment that needs to be sorted out. One thing is for sure, when you get this card, you're being challenged to make some changes. Even if staying where you are feels safer and easier. It's time to switch it up. All right, attune to the moon. I release the past. Say that to yourself, Pisces. I release the past. The additional meaning for this card is a relationship is karmic and has played out across many lifetimes. Um, to those who caught what I said about my Aquarius part, if you have tuned in like for every reading or whatever. There are different soul ties or contracts that you meet within your life. You do meet karmics, and karmics are meant to teach you a lesson, but the goal is that you teach the lesson and then you move on. There's actually going to be nothing good that comes out of the situation with the karmic other than the lesson that comes with the experience that you've had dating this karmic. It's not something that's going to change and brighten up later down the line. They're karmic, they're meant to teach you a lesson, and then you move on. So it sounds like that is something that Pisces needs to leave. Okay. But you have karmic partners, you have twin flames, you have soulmates. All these type of partners do exist. Okay. But your goal is and most of them, honestly, all of them typically do teach you something. I'm not too sure about a soulmate just because I've never actually experienced a soulmate relationship before, just twin flame and karmics, so I can speak more about that. But all in all, your karmic partner is supposed to teach you. It's supposed to teach you. It's supposed to build some character. You're supposed to take the lesson, take your lesson as a blessing, and then move on. Okay? Apply it though. Take the lesson and fucking apply it, and then move on. All right. So it says, I release the past. The additional meanings for this card is a relationship is karmic and has played out across many lifetimes. Another thing about karmic partners is if you have not learned the lesson from your first karmic partner, you will continue to get karmic partners. It won't just happen one time. So say you're in this relationship with this karmic partner, there's different things that's taken place, and everything is really to teach you a lesson about yourself, whether it's self-love. And typically for me, it's always self-love, because I'm just at a point in my life where I genuinely do believe that everything does begin and end with self-love. So if you're in this relationship with this karmic partner and there's these different things that have taken place that's supposed to teach you a lesson, and you don't apply that lesson, y'all do break up, but you don't actually apply the lessons that were learned, that you were supposed to learn with that karmic partner, you're just going to attract another karmic partner until you get it. That's really what life is. Life is like so cool when you really break down certain things and how certain things move in cycles. Especially if there's a lesson attached to it and you're not fucking getting it. It's going to play itself out again and again and again until you get it. It's kind of cool, because it kind of makes me feel like there's a way, not gonna say like you can win life, but there's a way that you can really win for yourself, and that's how I feel like you can win for yourself. um anyway, then the last meaning is um the next meaning is your attraction to someone may be verging on the obsessive, and the last meaning is just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. All right, so the teaching, it says the south node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going south. On the horoscope chart, it shows us what we are likely to become obsessed with, but which will probably do us little or no good. The South Node is the karmic astrological point that reminds us of the well-known phrase, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you always got. Ashe to that message. That was a real powerful message for Pisces. But we do have one more card, and I like that for your card, because it just seems like you're in a state where you have to release something that maybe you might not be ready to release. But the thing is, like, if you take this advice and you apply it, you release this person or this situation, because sometimes, I mean, it can be, yeah, if you release this person that's not serving your greatest good, um it might be confusing, you might feel a little bit lost for a while, but the hope that is coming is the answers you need are coming. The answers you need are coming. I don't know if that's helping y'all, but I'm not moving my glow ring, so I'm just not moving my ring light. I'm not. So we're gonna make it work. But we have full moon in Gemini, so let's get into that. All right. Okay, so it says the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. This card is a reminder that it is important to speak your truth, but remember that your words have consequences and impact your listener. Right now, you need to guard against indiscretion. The answers you need may well come soon. The issue you're facing could well be one or a few conversations away from being resolved. If you're inquiring about a love situation, a little flirting may be called for. If you're in the middle of an argument, this card comes to you as a reminder of the old, very non-Gemini message. Lee said, soonest mended. It's good to talk, but be careful. You aren't. Okay, it says soonest mended. Lee said soonest mended. I don't really know what that's supposed to mean for it to be a Gemini message. I ain't never heard it. But anyway, it's good to talk, but be careful you aren't causing yourself any issues with your words. Words have enormous power. As metaphysician Florence Scovel Shinn, whoever this man is, put it, Your word is your wand. You create magic and your own reality every time you express yourself. That's actually powerful as fuck. So words are have enormous powers. It says your word is your wand. You create magic and your own reality every time you express yourself. Attune to the moon. Have an important conversation, but stay calm. Additional meanings for this card is don't be superficial. The next meaning is someone is trying to flirt with you. Have you noticed? And the next meaning, no, because you're so stuck on this fucking karmic, you probably don't notice. But anyway, it says you need to laugh off this situation and just move on. So when it says attune to the moon or additional meanings for this card, if there's ever one that I feel like applies most to the, like my intuition is just tingling, like this one is supposed to apply most to the group of people that I'm talking to or the person that I'm speaking to, I like to reiterate it, and I really do feel like is you need to laugh off this situation and just move on. The last one is job applications have good prospects. All right, so the teaching, it says talk, talk, and more talk as the emotional full moon moves into the communicative sign of Gemini. It's too easy to say too much. So mind how you go if you pull this card. This card can also indicate an enjoyable social event. Since the full moon in Gemini is a great time for socializing, this card also urges well for any study you're trying you're either taking or considering. Okay? All right, so that's the Moonology advice for my Pisces. Now we're going to move on to the Rebel deck. Um, this is like the not sugar coated advice. It's very blunt, straight to the point, and there is curse words in here. So just warning. um, Very straight to the point. I said it at the beginning of the call, but I do understand that I'm gonna have timestamps on this video, so some people are literally just gonna click on their zodiac sign and not actually watch it through. So figure I'll just tell y'all it again. And to those on that, as y'all can see, I decided to get on the fucking camera because I'm trying to connect more with my, you know, connect more with my viewers. And if you could just like, comment, subscribe, I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Okay, Spirit, what the fuck? Throwing my shit around in here. Y'all see my y'all see my face? Spirit in here throwing my cards. Like, what? It's like, no, they could have failed, but sometimes I'll be like, it'd be Spirit in here. I can like. Messages for my Pisces. Messages for my Pisces. First one we have is take a fucking trip. Go see some shit. Do some new things. Talk to people cooler than you. Okay? Get out there. It's time to, but you know what? It's kind of funny that this comes out because the Gemini card, they say it's a good time to socialize for socializing. Well, it's definitely, this will probably be the reiteration. Pisces, y'all spending too much time cooped up, not fucking with people. I need to get out. Take a trip if you can. It's holiday season. It'd be hard to take trips, but I mean, like, there's other ways to take a trip. I don't know if you ever heard of psychedelics. Like, no, I'm playing. But yeah, like it can be a quick trip, a mini trip, something. But definitely get out and put yourself in environments where you can socialize. All right, more from my Pisces spirit. It says laugh. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? Stop taking stuff so serious. You gotta be serious all the time. Sometimes you need to laugh. So since we're talking about taking a trip, go to a comedy show or something. You know? I still have not got to go to a comedy show, but I really want to go to one. All right, more messages for my Pisces spirit. More messages from my Pisces. It says, you are giving away your power. You are a badass. Act like it. And I really do feel like that has everything to do with the card that we pulled. That is, don't let your past hold you back card. Where it's saying, we're speaking about a karmic partner. You're like, when you stay in a karmic situation, especially if you stay longer than the lesson that you're supposed to learn, or the lessons that you're supposed to get out of it, it is going to deplete you of your power. It's going to deplete you of your vibration. It just is. So it's like you have to get out of these situations. You can't just let them keep going on. Honestly, you be 10 years down the line and be like, what the fuck have I done with my life? Like, I waited around for shit to get better. I was so sure shit was gonna get better. It never gets better. And then here you are. So this anything else fall? Oh, so it says, what the hell are you waiting for? Get that shit done. I'm gonna apply it to how I feel it's supposed to come out, be just based off of the cards we pulled prior. Get out of that shit, Pisces. So whatever's Pisces that I'm speaking to that's in a really unhealthy relationship, please get out of that. It says, if you're waiting for a sign, well, here the fuck it is. Here it fucking is, okay? Move the fuck on from that shit. You ain't gonna get nothing else out of it, okay? More for my Pisces spirit. I don't know what it is with Pisces. It's like I always connect with y'all so good. Like I do. Honestly, I channel messages for everybody, but every time I do a reading for Pisces, it's like a different level of connection that I feel with channeling with spirit. It's so weird, and it's so cool because I feel like Pisces is actually where I when I did make a little Pisces zodiac video, I got the most views from y'all. So it's like that's what's up. Anyway, it says, get some fucking, everybody needs some sleep. Ain't nobody getting no sleep. Get some fucking sleep. You are being an ass because you're fucking tired. Face the pillow now. And it says, ask a fucking expert. Don't rely on your friends or the internet. Listen to a damn professional. I won't say I'm a professional, but I would absolutely like take heed to everything that I'm telling you in this reading. Because I only have everybody's best interest at heart, honestly. Like, honest to God. I'm that person, period, regardless if I know a person or not. I always have people's best interest at heart. And I genuinely do feel like Spirit has put me, Spirit, universe, my ancestors, whoever I can give that, give credit to, has put me in a position to be able to channel messages for people that they genuinely need to hear and they can genuinely take, apply, and elevate their lives. Raise your vibration. Love yourself a little bit more. And who doesn't fucking want that? Like, I don't care what views I don't get. I promise I'm going to keep standing in my purpose and showing up like I'm supposed to. Right? And everything also fall into place. All right, but that's what I have for my beautiful Pisces. We're going to move on to Aries. Y'all want to know it's so funny how I learned how to like say all the zodiac signs in like order is Beyonce's song. Is Beyonce's little song. Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. Oh. That's really how I learned it. And every time I feel like when I feel like I can't think of what's next in place, it's just like how you do the ABCs real quick. Uh, that's how I sing her song in my head to figure out what I'm doing. But next we have Aries. All right, punching in at 43 minutes. 44. Ooh, excited for this one. I don't know why I'm so excited, but I'm so excited. All right, did I shuffle? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universe, clear and accurate messages for Aries. Clear and accurate messages for my Aries. What is it that they need to know at this time, Spirit? Please just protect my space as I get these messages across and just allow me to open up my third eye so I can dive deeper into my intuition to get further clarification of the cards that come out today and just open up my third chakra so I can adequately deliver the messages that my Aries need to hear today, Spirit. Thank you so much, Ashe. Capricorn, Aquarius, Aries, Taurus. I'm really silly as hell, y'all. No lie. I'm silly. My lips is looking a little like it's lacking lacking some gloss. I need a little touch at. I ain't got nothing but a little lip. I don't need too much. It's a little lip. All right. Clear and accurate messages for my Aries. Clear and accurate messages for my Aries. What is it that they need to know at this time? First one we have is your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. We got this one twice. All right. If y'all want, you might want to check out actually Capricorn's reading. I mean, you might have some Capricorn placements in your chart. But that one came out for them as well. All right, one more card came out, and we have look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. Interesting, because that's not what we're in. It's new moon in Sagittarius, but interesting. All right, so we have your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn, and then we also have look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. So let's just see what's going on here. All right. So all right, so your hard work is paying off. First and foremost, this card suggests a new start for you professionally. Whatever has been going on in your working life, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whatever your question, whether work related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. You need to take a look at the long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months or even 5 years. Now, this will inform your best course of action now, so think seriously about it. Drawing this card suggests it's time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is you want to achieve. Attune to the moon, make a proper plan and execute it well. All right, and the additional meanings for this card is you need to be more disciplined in reaching your goal. The next meaning is hard work will make your dreams a reality. The next one is a very good omen for study or teaching. And the last one is don't be too controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling. Now, the teaching, it says Capricorn is the sign of ambition, building, and hard work. The energy is solid and rigid. The new moon in Capricorn is a powerful lunation that comes towards the end of each year and marks arguably the best moment annually to make a list of your hopes, dreams, and ambitions and intentions for the year ahead. Now, pulling this card at any time suggests that with planning and discipline, you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. Ashe to that, Aries. The next one we have is look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. So Aries is like, draw out a plan, map out a plan, visualize that coming into fruition for you, and it'll help you manifest those things a little bit faster. We are approaching a new year, and we are in a new moon. That's like the best time to like set your intentions for what it is that you want to manifest. All right, so it says look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. Are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma? Are you letting this shit just like replay in your head all the time when you don't need to? It says fretting over minute can be I'm gonna roll with it like that's what it say, because I don't even know if I pronounced it right. Because I'm hard like that. It's like, no, y'all really don't know if that's what it says. Fretting over minutes can be can be counterproductive, or perhaps you're being all talk and no action. Mm. I think that's following up on the your hard work is paying off. Like you need to stay focused on working towards your goals. Okay, so this card is a reminder that while it's good to think things through, sometimes you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. What do you then see about your current situation? What's the most positive thought you can have about it? Now's the time to count your blessings, even if they don't yet have exactly what you want. Even if you don't yet have exactly what you want. Count your blessings. Now, this card is also a reminder that we often have to take a few risks and go with uncertainty on this journey called life. Try to keep an open mind about what's for the best. The universe could surprise you. Sometimes it's hard to, like, try to hold a vision or to try to keep faith in the situation if you don't see things falling in your favor or like falling into place the way you want it to. But spirit is really just telling you to kind of stay faithful to the process. Stay faithful to the process. Stay faithful to what it is that you want to manifest. Because all of us, all of our timeline is divine timing. That's just what it is. All of our timeline is divine timing. In certain instances in my life, I'd be like, well, why the fuck where my number? Why my number ain't get caught yet? These people, I got this people doing this, doing that. Focus on just your own journey. That's number one. Because that's what fucks us up a lot of times is we pay attention to other people's journey. But my journey ain't supposed to look like yours and vice versa. It's divine timing. Things play out for us when they're supposed to. Not when necessarily when we want it to, but when they're supposed to. All right. So it says attune to the moon. Take time out for a mini break or adventure. And the additional meanings for this card is this situation may have come around because you've been distracted. The next meaning is be confident without being overconfident to win the day. The next one is have you shown that you care? If not, now is the time. And the last meaning is find a balance between speaking your mind and saying too much. That one applies for me so much. Being a Gemini, we be really having to watch it. But the full moon in Sagittarius is time when we are reminded that life is an adventure and there's a big wide world to see beyond our backyard. It's about having fun and being prepared to sail into uncharted territory. Literally trusting in the unknown. Like just shit that you don't even know is coming, but just trusting the process and going with the flow of life. It's about big ideas versus the details. No matter when you draw this card, it encourages you to look at the bigger picture. I'll shade to that. All right, so that's what I have from the Moonology deck for my Aries. I wanted to show y'all what I was pulling from Moonology. But now we're going to move on to the Rebel deck. Basically just blunt, straight to the point advice. It is not sugar coated at all. It's actually kind of rude how it's delivered. And the deck that I'm gonna be pulling from for that is my Rebel deck. Okay. He says the Oracle with attitude, and it really do, because it be like, bitch. They don't say it don't say bitch, y'all. It don't say bitch, but it definitely got some fucks in there. It's funny as hell. All right. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universe. Clear and accurate messages for my Aries. Clear and accurate messages for my Aries. What is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors, their ascended masters want them to know at this time? I like this deck though because it's like sometimes it's like it is straight and cold and cut to the point, but I feel like especially when it comes to getting messages from my ancestors, I know my ancestors be cussing at me. Like if you don't get off your motherfucking ass. But they can't really communicate with us. So it's like, I know for me, like my connection with spirit and my ancestors is they communicate with me through numbers. So I get synchronicities 90 going fucking north. I ain't even 90 going north. They be numbering my ass up, especially the days where I'm like bullshit and I say I'm gonna record something this week and then I don't get it done. They be on my ass. Okay. And it's like once they come to the realization that okay, she's paying attention to the fact that we are sending her numbers, they will really keep sending you a lot of messages. And it's nice though because it's nice and it's comforting because it makes you it just like really reiterates the fact that we're not in this alone. Even if you don't see people around like physically, spiritually people are around you. And at the end of the day, we are all spirits having a human experience right now. Once we pass off, that's not the end. This shit still keeps going, you know? Unless you do some dumb shit like sell your soul, which is not smart. Because life does not live on for people who sell their soul. Dun, dun, dun. It doesn't. Messages for my Aries. Messages for my Aries. Oh, right out. It says, stop texting, stop talking, stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know why I heard the theme song of ridiculousness as soon as I read that. But yeah, that's what Spirit has to say. More for my Aries spirit. More for Aries spirit. Clear and accurate messages for my Aries. What do they need to know at this time? We have detox. Drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out. Oh yeah, Spirit wants you to clear some shit out. There's some shit that needs to be cleared. I just feel like you don't got the right energy around you. Rather, you might not realize it. Some toxicity around you. More for my Aries. I like this little deck. Okay. Talking that shit today. Eat your fucking vegetables. Eat some shit made by Mother Nature. Y'all is not sticking to a healthy diet. I'm speaking to, well, I'm speaking, now, it might not be every Aries, but there could be a group of Aries I'm talking to that is not practicing healthy eating habits. Because it's like drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, throw some shit out. Okay. And then eat some shit made by Mother Nature. So eat some vegetables. More for my Aries spirit. It says, fuck fear. It will lie to your face. Absolutely. Wow. Oh, y'all have a message that's resonating. It says, you do you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. So you have one, two, three different cards out of the four that I've pulled already that's kind of telling you to cut ties with a person, people, somebody, whether that be friend, relationship, even family member. I'm not the person who believes that, oh, family's supposed to always stick together. Toxic is toxic, regardless of who it's coming from. And sometimes you need to cut certain people out of your life for the greater good of yourself. Okay. So we have spend time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. It says drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, throw some shit out, and stop trying to change people. That shit never works. So if I gave you those two cards, the unfriend that asshole and don't waste your time on people that's not worth it. If your whole thing was, but maybe I can change them. This was the card to reiterate that you cannot change this person. There's nothing that's gonna change. Just move on. Cut that tie. Cut that tie. Sometimes we gotta do that, y'all. Facts. All right, more for my Aries. Okay, y'all got two more. So we have you're giving away your power. You are a badass. Act like it. Aw. It says, get the fuck out of your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. Aw, so that's what I had for my Aries. That touched me a little bit. I'm so soft. I am though. I am. That touched me a little bit. I felt like that was a really good for like the rebel deck. It just be a bunch of crazy ass shit, like saying a bunch of crazy ass shit. But y'all's was very consistent. Um, and it's definitely about one, stop giving your fucking power away. And we can give our power away in relationships and friendships and sometimes even like family situations. So yeah, I think that was a very insightful message for my Aries. Taurus. Now moving on to Taurus. Taurus. Moving on to Taurus. All right. So Taurus, just to get some overall advice from you, we're going to start off with the Moonology deck, and we're going to finish it off with the Rebel deck, the Oracle with Attitude. Right. All right, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universe, clear and accurate messages for my Taurus. Clear and accurate messages for my Taurus. What is it that their angels, their ancestors want them to know at this time? We're really about to finish. The year is about to be over, bro. Crazy shit. Crazy how fast that went. Like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's like I'm doing all 12 zodiac signs, and I've like probably remembered to say it like two different zodiac signs. So That sucks. I keep forgetting, but like, comment, and subscribe if y'all can. And I'm gonna just, I'm gonna be more consistent. Absolutely more consistent. Had to have me a little pep talk with Spirit earlier. It's got a synchronicity. I'll look it up when I get off. Clear and accurate messages for my Taurus. Clear and accurate messages for my Taurus. What is it that they need to know at this time? What is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors want them to know at this time? Way too many fucking cards. I'm taking no more than two. So I can get through this whole zodiac chart. We have a new start is coming, new moon. Always a positive. All right. And what else for my Taurus? What is that? Their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors want them to know at this time. This time. And then we have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. Okay. Let's get into it. 24. All right, it says a new start is coming. There is a yes coming your way. This is one of the most auspicious cards in the deck. It's totally positive and suggests something new and exciting is developing. The situation you're asking about is blessed, and you are on target to achieve your goals. The message from the universe is that you're starting all over again in some way, be that on a new or better course or just feeling more positive about achieving your desired outcome. If you've been feeling stagnant, this card reminds you that life goes in cycles, and you're moving into a new cycle now. This is the time to wipe the slate clean, and if the situation you asked about has become toxic, either that will clear up now or something totally new and fresh is on its way. Attuned to the moon, I'll see it when I believe it. Additional meanings for this card: a new start is on its way. The next one is you will soon start to feel more hopeful about getting what you want. The next one is your belief that your dreams can manifest is working well. And the last one is forget about the past. The teaching. The new moon marks the start of the waxing cycle and the midpoint of the dark moon. It's dark and veiled time. Now when the moon is visible and when the moon is visible in a time of rebirth, it's time that witches do their work. Um, Making wishes and laying down intentions for the new cycle. An intensely magic time is an intentionally magic time when it's easier to pierce the veil to other worlds. Okay. All right. So a new start is coming. Taurus is sounding real good for y'all right now. It is sounding really good for y'all right now. Then we're going to go on to new moon in Aquarius. Right? 62. Okay. So it says bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Aquarius is all about progress and modernity. So this is the time to move forward. The new moon in Aquarius card means no looking back. Change is on its way and it could come quickly. Whether you get the change you want depends on whether you believe you can have it and how much you're relying on others to bring it to you. Now, this card comes with a suggestion that you may need to do things independently on your own, but be loving and not too pragmatic. Time may be of the essence when this card comes up. Aquarius energy has an energetic feel to it. Certainly, there is a sense that you need to let go of the past and move towards your future as soon as possible. Attuned to the moon, explore the idea that is not what you, excuse me, explore the idea that it's not what you know, but whom you know. Additional meanings for this card. You need to be more detached from this situation. The next meaning is this: thinking outside the box will bring the solution. The next one is more pragmatism is called for. And the last one is your karma. Improve your karma by doing some charitable work. Now, the teaching, it says Aquarius is a sign of invention, modern advances in technology, and humanity. Its energy is a little brittle, it's individual, scientific even, and relatively emotionally detached. Many people think Aquarius is a water sign because the Aquarius symbol is the water bearer, but it's actually an air sign and is far more about intellect than emotional water signs. As this card, as is this card. Now, no matter when you draw it, dropping convention works well with this energy. Okay? All right. Leaving the Moonology deck, I'm going on to the Rebel deck. For my Taurus, my lovely, lovely Taurus. I'm a Taurus rising, so I fucks with y'all. I fucks with y'all. All right. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universe. Clear and accurate messages for my Taurus. Clear and accurate messages for my Taurus. What is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors want them to know at this time? All right. Messages for my Taurus. It says, take a shot, don't take 12, take one, okay, maybe two. Move on. Next for my Taurus. It says, get the fuck outside, move your ass. Your body is pissed at you. So, Taurus, y'all need to get out into nature more, move around, take some walks, things of that nature. Stop being cooped up in the house. I know it's getting cold, but it's what Spirit's calling you to do. So, more for my Taurus. Oh, money. Make it rain. So, money is coming for my Taurus, which makes sense. Taurus, y'all typically work really hard. Okay. What else for my Taurus Spirit? Stop fucking whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change the world. So do it. I'll shade to that. Okay. Take a pause real quick. All right. More from my Taurus. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. More messages for Taurus. Ooh, there go two. Ooh, almost fell. Eat your fucking vegetables. Eat some shit made by Mother Nature. So clearly nobody's eating right. Because it's like the third time I got this shit come out. So like clearly nobody's eating right. And it says you do you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. I'll pull one more. One more from my Taurus. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, it says shame, regret, and guilt. Those are just bullshit. Forgive and let that shit go. And I need one more. One more. One more for Taurus. It says stop texting, stop talking, stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. I'll shade to that. All right. Moving on to Gemini. Because I'm a Gemini myself, so you know I'm lit. I'm about to be lit for this one. Oh, shit. So Gemini, we'll say the starting at 110. Okay. Yeah, that's how you do it. Okay, cool. Okay. So, so for my gems, The deck that we're going to use to get overall energy for us, overall energy and advice for us is going to be the Moonology deck. Okay. And then we're going to finish it off with the Rebel deck, Oracle, the Oracle with Attitude. Unsugar-coated advice. Okay. All right, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universe, clear and accurate messages for my Geminis. Clear and accurate messages for my Geminis. What is it that their angels, their ancestors, and their ascended masters want them to know at this time? Please protect my space as I get these messages across. And just open up my third eye to allow me to dive deeper into my intuition to get further clarification of the cards that come out today. All right. Clear and accurate messages for my Geminis. Clear and accurate messages for my Geminis. What is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors want them to know at this time? Holding them too tight. I just dropped it. The answers you need are coming, and then a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. I'm happy to see that for us. Yes. I am happy to see this for us. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of trying to channel for me too when I was trying to channel these messages. And I'm a Gemini sun and moon, so baby, this Gemini runs strong, strong over this way. Bitch struggles to make decisions. I'm indecisive about everything. I hate it, but I love it all at the same time. All right, so full moon in Gemini, 72. All right, so the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. It says this card is a reminder that it's important to speak your truth, but remember that your words have consequences and impact your listener. Right now, you need to guard against indiscretion. The answers you need may well come soon. The issue you're facing could well be one or a few conversations away from being resolved. If you're inquiring about a love situation, a little flirting may be called for. If you're in the middle of an argument, this card comes to you as a reminder of the old, very non Gemini message least said, soonest mended. Yeah, we don't say least. It's crazy because somebody else pulled the this full moon in Gemini and I couldn't interpret what the hell that meant. But I guess it's saying the least amount said the soonest you can mend a situation, and Lord knows that's why they called it a non-Gemini message, because we don't say least. The least, we say the most. But anyway, it says it's good to talk, but be careful you aren't causing yourself any issues with your words. Words have enormous power. As metaphysician Florence Scovel Shin said, your word is your wand. You create magic and your own reality every time you express yourself. So we need to be very careful of what it is that we say. Certain times, like I know for me, when I've gotten heated or my emotions get the best of me, I just speak and I don't think about how it's going to affect the person. I don't even think about how harsh it sounds until somebody brings it to my attention. And that's something that Spirit wants us to work on right now or to hone into right now. There might be something that's coming up and it can honestly be a situation you might like genuinely love a person, but we have very vicious tongues, and Depending on the person you're dealing with, there are some people that feel like if you said it, you meant it. And there's sometimes we say shit we don't really fucking mean, but we're very vicious with our tongue. So I feel like there may be a situation or something that's going to occur where it could be a heated situation, but Spirit is telling us to stop, think before we speak. Okay? Because it can honestly be a deal breaker. It can completely change the dynamic of a situation just based off of you firing off at the mouth and saying something before actually thinking about it. And I'm literally like saying this and giving myself the advice at the same time because I definitely have a situation that I believe it's gonna take me to be very okay. And sometimes you know what we gotta do because I know with us as Geminis, we think a lot. We think enough for several people. Okay. So um with that being said, I know for me, sometimes it's like somebody can say something to me, and it's not that I don't hear you. I just haven't processed what you said yet. So I feel like something that could really help us a lot as a zodiac sign is if we literally have to tell people, I don't have a response I hear you, but I don't have a response for you right now. Because sometimes we really need to digest what that person said. That's like, and and before we actually reply. I just genuinely think that would help us out a lot. There's a lot of situations that I think I might not have had to apologize if I had taken the time to be like, look, I know for a fact I ain't got shit nice to say right now. And it could be because I have not fully processed what you said. So give me a moment to process this and I'll come back to you with a response. Right now, I do not want to respond. All right, you know what I'm saying? That's just what we got to do sometimes. But anyway, all right, attuned to the moon, it says have an important conversation, but stay calm. Additional meanings for this card: don't be superficial. The next one is someone is trying to flirt with you. Have you noticed? The next one is you need to laugh off this situation and just move on. And then the last one is job applications have good prospects. Talk, talk, and more talk as the emotional full moon moves into the communication sign of Gemini. It's too easy to say too much, so mind how you go if you pull this card. This card can also indicate an enjoyable social event. Since the full moon in Gemini is a great time for socializing, this card also just well for any study you're either taking or considering. Okay? All right, so that's what we have for the first card for Gemini, full moon and Gemini card. Gemini pulled a full moon and Gemini card. Cool. Um, and then the next one is new moon in Libra. New moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins, and I'm so happy to see it. Okay. Okay. Who don't want some new romantic cycle to begin, especially around the holiday season? Baby, that's the time. But anyway, it says new moon in Libra, give and take could well be the answers to whatever dilemma you're asking about. Compromise may be called for. It's time to start negotiating or even renegotiating. When the new moon in Libra comes up, there's a restart for you and for someone else. A new relationship could be beginning, and if that's the case, the chances are this will be a healthy and well-balanced connection. And anything you do after pulling this card, doing it in pairs is advised, such as teaming up with someone in business or in your personal life. Libra is the sign of relating, and this card suggests that whoever is at the heart of the issue you're addressing is someone who will be open to talking things through. Avoid being selfish, it won't get you anywhere at this time. Okay, it says, attune to the moon, reach out to someone and let them know you care. Additional meaning for this card: feel more, think less. The next meaning is marriage or engagement is on the cards. The next one is a legal matter will go your way. And the last one is pay some attention to your appearance, but don't be all about appearances. The teaching. It says Libra is the sign of love and harmony, negotiation and relationships. It is a harmonious, kind, and a luxurious, excuse me, and always aiming for balance. So when we have the new moon in Libra, or at any time you draw this card, there is a restart possible for anything and everything connected to partnerships, negotiations, appearances, and justice. Remember that Libra is depicted by a set of scales. This energy wants to bring things back to equilibrium. So I see some balance, some balance coming within with Geminis, and honestly, we be needing that. So this is good. This is good. These are good omens. I like to see them. But now we're going to move on to the Rebel deck, the Oracle card with an attitude. All right, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universe, clear and accurate messages for my Geminis. Thank you so much for the beautiful messages that you've been able to give us so far. All right, but more messages for my Gemini. More messages for my Geminis. I'm gonna invest in the microphone, so I gotta keep doing this with my headset. I don't like it. I'm working with what I got right now. All right, let's see what spirit got for us, gems. All right, clear and accurate messages for Geminis. What the fuck? It's too many at one time. I'm not taking them. It says, get over yourself, pull your shit together, help people, give back, do good shit for humanity. I love to see that. It's nice, and I feel like that applied to me because um I'm spirit is on me, and I'm currently working on myself as far as being more productive as far as showing up for y'all. So I can definitely see how that can apply to my situation. I drops a whole bunch of stuff, y'all. It ain't mean to come out. It says you are the best thing to ever happen to you. Go easy on your ass. Buy your own damn drink. Anyway, I think if you are the best thing to ever happen to you. I feel like this will be the first message, and then the real straight to the point message be on the back of the card. But I feel like they just like really forced it with this one. Go easy on your ass and buy your own damn drink. Like y'all just wanted it to be rude so bad that y'all just threw some shit together, and I don't like it. But anywho, what else? What else? What else? What else? More from my Gemini spirit. More from my Gemini spirit. Ooh. It says, stop fucking whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have strength to change your world, so do it. It says, get out of your head. Get the fuck out of your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. And for us, that's actually a real insightful message because we're air signs, so we do live in our head. And it's so funny because it's more recently I learned more about like the air sign phases. So honestly, us as Gemini, we're the babies of the air signs. Then you Libras are like the teenagers of the air signs, and then Aquariuses are actually the elders of the air signs. So we're probably the most immature air sign there is. Well, we have a very childlike um energy about us, which is actually dope because we're really fun. We're really fun people. Um, however, we do live in our head a lot. So, we need to learn how to be more in our bodies and less in our head. More for the Geminis. More for Gemini spirit. Man, okay, so these all came out, and I'm just gonna take them. It says, "Don't believe every shitty thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaky, sneaky, lying bastards. Yaw. get out of our heads and learn how to be more in our bodies. Better yet, learn how to operate more from the heart. And since this came up, heart chakra yoga, heart chakra meditation. I'm big. I stay on YouTube looking up different things for if I feel certain ways in different chakras in my body, then I will go to YouTube to go figure out how I can clear it, how I can, get myself back to where I need to be. So I feel like it'd be good for us to go on YouTube, look up some heart chakra yoga or some meditation to clear that out and help us to be not so much in our head and more in our body. All right, next we have you got a feeling you ooh, you got a feeling you just can't shake. That little voice inside you, listen to that shit. Bruh, I really do have that going on right now. That's funny. You equals tight ass. Loosen the fuck up. Control freaks don't get laid. I get laid, but that's funny as fuck. Loosen the fuck up, Gems. Loosen up. We got to loosen up a little bit more. Okay? It says, get some fucking sleep. You're being an ass because you are fucking tired. Face the pillow now. I know for a fact that applies to almost every single Gemini because for some reason or another, we we struggle with sleep because we think too fucking much. Like, we think too fucking much. And especially if it's that little voice inside of your head, uh well, thoughts that can be sneaky lying bastards that, it's definitely going to be keeping you up. So learn how to get us. We got to learn how to get some more sleep, Gems. But this has been the message from my beautiful Gems. I'm now going to move on to my Cancers. Cancers coming in at an hour and 27 minutes. Okay, moving on to my Cancers. Cancers. All right, so let me just show y'all the deck that we're starting off with. We're going to start off with the Moonology deck to get us some overall advice, and then just to close us out, Cancers, I'm going to be using the Rebel deck, the Oracle card with an attitude. Okay, so let's get to it. All right, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universe, clear and accurate messages for my Cancers. Clear and accurate messages for my Cancers. What is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors want them to know at this time, Spirit? Please just protect my spaces that get these messages across. And just allow me to open up my third eye to dive deeper into my intuition to give further clarification of the cards that come out today. Thank you so much, Spirit Ashe. It's long, but I fit all 12 zodiac signs, so fuck that. I did what I needed to do. I'm about to do all 12. I'm proud of myself. Y'all, I'm working on just showing up, learning how to show up for the people. Spirit's been on my ass about it. If you can, like, comment, and subscribe, I genuinely appreciate it. Genuinely appreciate it, y'all. But yeah, I'm just trying to learn how to show up. I want to connect with y'all better, so I decided to actually put my face on the camera now versus just on the cards like I was doing prior. Let me know how y'all feel about that. Let me know how you feel about it. But I just felt like this was a better way to go about it. And it's cool because it's actually, it made me feel more engaged with you guys to be on camera. So I'm actually happy that I made the decision to do it. I do personal readings more than anything. I'm like just now stepping into the YouTube thing. And honestly, it was kind of harder for me to connect on YouTube because I'm just speaking. When I do personal readings, it's like I already speaking to one specific person versus speaking to a group of people, which is just a different change of pace for me. But um, yeah, this is cool. Like I feel like I'm able to connect with y'all better. Y'all can look into my eyes so you can connect with me a little bit better. They say eyes are the windows to the soul. So hey, my soul's beautiful and loving and all that good shit. So it's I feel like it's a good idea. But anyway, messages for my Cancers. Messages for my Cancers. What is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors want them to know at this time? Shit, stuff is trying to fly. Okay. What is it that their spirit guides, their angels want them to know at this time for my Cancer spirit? Okay, y'all got 3 cards, so I'm assuming this is what y'all need to hear, so I'm gonna do it. I really didn't want to do more than 2 cards, but Spirit got messages, I just have to deliver them. So, okay, so the first one we have is third quarter moon, adjustments are required. Then we have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. I'm just trying to find a way where I'm not catching the glare of the ring light. And then the last one we have is a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So the first card we have is the adjustments are required, third quarter moon. So let's get into it. So it says, think of yourself as a vessel that has been filled more and more over the past few weeks. Some of what has come your way may have been wonderful, but there is also a lot of negativity, and you need to let go of this. Whatever situation you're asking about now, be honest about whether there are toxic emotions involved, which you need to release into the others. This card also comes with the promise that all is not lost. However, there are changes or adjustments required before you will get where you want to be. A change, of course, is forecast now that recent events have been understood and acted upon. Now, there may be a crisis now which will remind you what you want and what is time to let go of. So pay attention. All right, so it says, I am reevaluating the situation. Additional meanings for this card. Your life may be out of balance, and this may be causing your issues. It may be time to hatch a whole new plan. The next meaning is something new and exciting is around the corner. Okay, and that's the a fiery climax approaches. That's what this is. But anyway, something new and exciting is around the corner. And the last one is trust may be required to move this situation forward. The teaching, it says, at the time of the third quarter moon, we know where we have been, but where are we going? The moon is now a half moon and is slipping away from us as she catches less and less light. Moving towards her full disappearance at new moon, it's time of falling away and a time to reevaluate. No matter when you draw this card, the teaching is to release and trust. Trust the process and basically just put it in the universe's hands and just go with the flow of the universe. Trust that everything is going to unfold exactly the way it needs to and just go with the process. All right. The next one is and you should is honestly the confirmation that it's okay for you to do this, to release and trust, to release your worries and your fears and to trust the process. The confirmation of that message is the next card that we get, and that's the end of a tough cycle approaches. And then a fiery climax approaches. Like, come on, bro. Shit's looking good. Negativity is clearing away and positivity is flowing in. All right. Full moon in Capricorn. 86. All right. So the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. How hard are you willing to work for what you want? This card is reminding you that effort is required. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up, and if you're wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit. The end of a rough time is forecasted. This card also asks you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you are prepared to pull out all the stops to make your professional dreams come true without being ruthless. With a love question, this card can be a call to face reality. Whatever situation you're asking about, making a plan will help. If your personal life is troubled, prioritize it more. Attune to the moon. Release control and trust the universe. Additional meanings for this card. A professional project may be ending now. Admit the next meaning is admit if you have been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. Okay? And the next one is time to stop fearing the worst. The full moon in Capricorn has a very strong work ethic and energy. This is the teaching behind the card. The full moon in Capricorn has a very strong work ethic and energy and will more likely come up when you're asking a professional question. If your question is about another matter, it will serve as a much needed reminder to move through any feelings of hopelessness you may have been feeling about your situation. And this applies no matter when you draw the card. Make a plan. Making a plan is a far better use of your time. Okay. The next one we have is fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. I don't know how girls be having like all signs and it be like under an hour, like under an hour and some change. Like I don't know how that happens. I don't know how they make that work. I just don't know how they make that work. Real shit. So fiery climax approaches. It says it's time to see if you've been a little bit too much me. Now there's a tug of war going on between what you want and what someone else's want and what someone else wants. But you'll have to wait a little while to see what's going to happen next. As you wait, ask yourself if you've been handling the situation as sensitively as you could. If you know deep down that you've been a little rash or harsh, gone too fast, or overstepped the mark, then accept that on some level you created this situation yourself, which means you can create your way out of it too. Now, when this card comes up, a peak is coming and it could be fiery. Now, be nice, be kind, attune to the moon. It says, be nice, be kind, smile, and be polite as you navigate to where you want to be. Additional meanings for this card: being assertive is good. Just don't ride rough, roughshod over anyone. Roughshod over anyone? Like, really? Like, I know there's another word for what they're trying to say. They just want to use big words on purpose. I don't know what that means, roughshod. I've never heard it, is what it is. It's not that I don't know what it means. I've never heard of that one. It says, the next meaning is if you're in a tense situation, meditate your way to peace. The next one is don't be a baby. Sorry, but this could be the issue. The last one is you need to have more fun. Now, the full moon in Aries is a super fiery time when emotions can run very high. On the upside, there's excitement about what may lie ahead, but tempers are likely to flare with rash comments or decisions. No matter when you pull this card, it signals that the situation has just or is about to come to a peak, perhaps in a rather heated way. Oh, there, oh, perhaps in a rather heated way. There could be a price to pay if you have been too competitive or too blunt. Okay, so actually these messages come as a warning sign for my cancers. So do with that information as you may, loves. We're going to close you out now with the Rebel with an Attitude deck and just get some messages to close you out. Okay. All right. Messages for my cancers. Messages for my cancers. What is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors want them to know at this time? Unsugar-coated messages, y'all. Unsugar-coated advice. Very straight to the point. All right, so we have fucking apologize. Seriously, just do it. Next one is stop fucking whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change the world, so do it. Everybody is getting that. Get the fuck out of your head and get in your heart. It misses you. A lot of people are getting that too. And that just shows that a lot of us, we are in our heads more than we're in our bodies, which means that, I mean, and it's true because I think there's a lot of people who just do not meditate or do things that like ground themselves, you know? More for my cancers. Okay. Funny because this kind of reiterates on what came out earlier. It says, stop talking, shut your mouth and listen. And then you equal, it says, you equal tight ass. Loosen the fuck up. Control freaks don't get laid. Okay. Loosen up a little bit, Cancers. The hell, Pisces is about to say that for. Okay. It says, believe what you see. Face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely. Right? Let's do another one. Or what else Spirit wants to pull out. Oh, wow. So it says, you're being shady. Watch out. Shit could get ugly. Cancers, what y'all got going on? Because I got warning signs of, I'm getting like the warning signs with the fiery climax approaches. And I really think the overall solution to all of this is literally just to learn how to operate from your heart more. What was it at? Get in your heart, it misses you. Um, like I said, it seems like a lot of people are getting that one. A lot of people are getting that one, and I really think it's because okay, these are some other ones that I flipped over for y'all, and it says you need a good fucking cry. Get the ugly cry on, let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. Honestly. But anywho, what I was saying about what I feel like the solution of all this would be as far as avoiding conflict in the future, whatever this with this fiery climax approaching with this full moon in Aries. And to get in your heart it misses you, go on to YouTube and just look up some like heart chakra meditation or heart chakra yoga. I think yoga is cool because it's kind of more interactive. But yeah, I would look into that just so you're, to help you operate more from that heart space. A lot of us, we live in our heads a little bit too much. And, when you make heart-based decisions, the heart alone, love alone, the heart alone, that's like the greatest, strongest, most powerful frequency. So if you make decisions from the heart, you're going to get a lot of good outcomes coming from that. Okay? So that's my advice to my lovely, lovely cancers. Okay. All right. Moving on to set this here. To my Leos. What's that? Okay. All right. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universe, clear and accurate messages for my Leos. Clear and accurate messages for my Leos. What is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors want them to know at this time? I'm sitting here thinking about my algorithm. Following this algorithm so I can get my freaking videos seen more. Oh yeah, if y'all could just like, comment, and subscribe, I would genuinely, genuinely appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to make some progress on my channel, and that's why I'm showing up 2 days in a row. be the first time I did this. Like I'll like do a reading, wait a couple days, and do another reading, see how it does, and then do another reading. But I'm just gonna be consistent. I'm just keep putting out content and let spirit do what it as it may. Let the universe move things for me. Um, so that's where I'm at with it. But on y'all part, just like, comment, and subscribing would help me out tremendously. So I genuinely would appreciate it. Okay. All right, Leo. Why am I excited for y'all? I don't know. No Leo in my chart. I just like Leos. I do. All right. Clear and accurate messages for my Leos. What is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors want them to know at this time? Please just block out any interferences as I get these messages across. And just allow me to tap into my intuition to give them further clarification of the cards that come out today. Ashe. Leos. Leo, Leo, Leo. I don't think these were supposed to come out. Damn. Something was supposed to come out. I just fucking caught it. So I was about to let it fly and I fucking caught it. Too many. Damn. Yeah, I don't want to pull. I don't want to like when they come. I don't like when they come out all at once. I don't like one at a time or something. All right. Messages for my Leos. What is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors want them to know? All right. Two flipped over as I was saying it, so I'm taking it. So we said your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus, and then the last one is full moon in Aries. A fiery climax approaches. I just got this for Cancer as well. Might be a message for you within that one too, if you want to check that one out. That's right before this. Wait. Yeah, right before this one. All right. So it says full moon in Taurus. Full moon in Taurus. All right. All right, so it says your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Sometimes you need to weave a bit of magic, and sometimes you need to be practical, and sometimes you need to find a combination of the two. Now, this card suggests that this is where you are now. You need to use the laws of attraction to draw in what you want. And y'all, the law of attraction is so powerful. I really wish that I was more consistent with practicing a lot of the things that I've learned. But law of attraction is so dope. It's really just about setting an intention, knowing that you're worthy of the intention that you set, then go as far as visualizing actually having that intention in your possession, and you literally attract it into your life. We all have it. Like, everything is energy. This whole life thing that we're experiencing right now is energy, and you can absolutely make energy bend and work in your favor. It's really just about trusting the process more than anything, and knowing that you're worthy of it, not letting those self-doubt or self-limiting beliefs get the best of you. But anyway, so this card suggests that this is where you are now, and you need to use the laws of attraction to draw in what you want by imagining it, expecting it, welcoming it. But you need to balance that with with taking down to earth steps toward your goals. Now, this isn't about wishing on the moon and hoping for the best. It's about making something like a list of bullet points about how to achieve your dreams. If you're asking about money, this card heralds a change of financial fortunes depending on both your past actions and what you're expecting and therefore attracting. Right again. So yeah, law of attraction, it works just as the same way you can attract positivity and the things you want to manifest in your life, you can also attract negativity as well. So always think about the outcome that you actually want in a situation versus the outcome you don't want. You want to put as much energy as possible to what you actually want to unfold. Oh, Oh, I know why this shit came up. I can't wait to send this to my brother when I get done. I got my little brother's a Leo, and y'all, I really be telling him that so much, like so much, because sometimes it's like he'll be positive for a minute, but then he always has a way of seeing the worst of situations. And law of attraction can work both ways, whether it's manifesting the positive that you want or manifesting a negative. But we are humans, so it's natural for us to think that for us to have negative thoughts. But our goal is, as humans or as souls having this human experience, is to try to put as much energy, is try to redirect that energy with something positive. The moment a negative crosses your mind, switch it with what you actually want to happen. Okay, attune to the moon. Write down 10 things that you know are wonderful about you. Additional meanings for this card: laziness could explain your current situation. If so, change that and own it. The next one, ooh, ooh, I can't, I'm sending this to him. The next one is chasing money doesn't work. You need to chase a dream, Leos. You need to chase a dream. What is it? What is it that you can see yourself? Because honestly, there's no dream that you can't make lucrative, that you can't make money off of. So with that being said, what is it that moves you? What is it that makes you feel good? What is something that you love? Find out how you can incorporate that into a business sense. And I promise you, I feel like the universe, I feel like our overall goal as people is to find your purpose and to stand in it. And you don't, regardless if you see, regardless if it makes sense as to how you can capitalize off of it, I genuinely feel like our goal is to figure out what it is that genuinely makes you happy, finding your purpose. Your purpose is always going to be what makes you genuinely happy. So if your question is, I don't know what my purpose is, well, what makes you happy? Write out different things that make you happy. That's how you narrow down what your purpose is. What is something that you enjoy doing? You have a really, like, that seriously has your interest and you enjoy doing in some type of way. Okay? That's how you find your purpose. And then when you stand in your purpose, because I really genuinely feel like that's what our goal is. That's what the universe wants us to do. And when you do that, you stand in your purpose and you're doing it without even thinking about how money's going to be attached to you. You're just doing it because this is what makes you happy and it doesn't feel like work. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. I don't make no money off this right now. Not at all. But yet and still, this is what makes me happy and I'm standing in my purpose. And I'm also trying to bring people insight and clarity with what it is that I'm doing. I know the universe is going to provide. I have no doubt about that. And that's how you go about making these type of decisions. So back to the message at hand, it says chasing money does not work. You need to chase a dream. The next meaning is jealousy or envy create negative energy and attract negativity. The last one is more exercise is called for. Now the teaching, the full moon in Taurus is a time to get back to earth, to get grounded, to work through any negative feelings you have been dealing with, and to find a balance between being passionate and being overly intense. Money issues may come to a head at the time of the full moon in Taurus, but you can take this card as a sign to pay more attention to your cash flow no matter when you draw it. Okay? The next one is a fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries. Didn't really care for this card, but this card comes as a warning, so I just really want y'all to listen to this one. Cancer got this card too, like I said, so I've already read on it, and I kind of do know that it came off. I thought it was going to be something like positive, but when I read it, it gave me more of a warning feeling. So, yeah, there's that. So we have 42 here. It's not the fucking right one. Oh, shit, I'm sorry, y'all. Full moon in Aries is 68. All right. So it says it's time to see if you've been a little bit too much me, me, me. There's a tug of war going on between what you want and what someone else wants. But you'll have to wait a little while to see what's going to happen next. As you wait, ask yourself if you've been handling the situation as sensitively as you could have done. If you know deep down that you've been a little rash or harsh, gone too fast, or overstepped the mark, then accept that on some level you created this situation yourself, which means you can create your way out of it too. When this card comes up, a peak is coming and it could be fiery. Now be nice, be kind. This is attuned to the moon. This is what this is the moonology advice behind this card coming up. And it's be nice, be kind, smile, and be polite as you navigate to where you want to be. Additional meanings for this card is being assertive is good, just don't ride rough roughhood over anyone. Roughhood over anyone. This word pissed me off the last when I read it for Cancer too, so just don't at me. The next one is if you're in a tense situation, meditate your way to peace. The next one is don't be a baby. Sorry, but this could be the issue. And the last one is you need to have more fun. Now, the teaching. The full moon in Aries is a super fiery time when emotions can run very high. On the upside, there is an excitement about what may lie ahead, but tempers are likely to flare with harsh comments or decisions. No matter when you pull this card, it signals that the situation has just or is about to come to a peak, perhaps in a rather heated way. Now, there could be a price to pay if you have been too competitive or too blunt. Leos, y'all are naturally competitive. So Spirit is definitely telling y'all to take a different approach with how y'all deal with matters of like conflict and things of that nature, or things that just don't don't rub y'all the right way. Everything doesn't need that super aggressive, fiery, liony response. Okay. All right, so that's what we have for the Moonology deck. Now we're going to move on to the Rebel, the Oracle with an Attitude deck. So these is not sugar coated. Okay. All right. I'm just saying. Drops mic walks away. It's like, just saying, y'all. I'm silly. I'm silly. I've been at this for 2 hours. I got a joke at this point. Golly. How the fuck do people do all 12 signs? Like, that's my biggest task, y'all. Trying to make them smaller. And that's why I thought I was trying to keep it cute with only pulling a few cards at a time, but it ain't happening like that. Still taking long. Like, golly. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universe. Clear and accurate messages for my Leos. What is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors want them to know at this time? Please protect my space as I get these messages across, and just open up my third eye to allow me to dive deeper into my intuition and give them further clarification of the cards that come out today. Ashe. Next, the first one is you are the best thing to ever happen to you. Go easy on your ass and buy your own damn drink. Y'all, it's just you're the best thing that ever happened to you. Go easy on yourself. I felt like Gemini pulled that one too, and I just felt like the attitude part or to try to be whatever. I just think it was a forced message as far as the buy your own damn drink. Like what the fuck did that come from? Random as hell. That comes from. Oh yeah 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 yo it's meals. It says you equals tight ass. Loosen the fuck up. Control. Freaks don't get laid. I've got this 3 times now. Okay. Drop the fucking ego. Vulnerability is hot as fuck. More for my Leos. More messages for my Leos. You think someone is lying. They are. More for my Leos. They broke your heart. Fuck them. That's what Spirit's saying. It says, make better fucking choices. If you are pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. One more. Yep. Spirit got decided to give you two. Everybody is getting this. Get the fuck out of your head. Get in your heart. It misses you, and it says, stop talking. Shut your mouth and listen. I just feel like this means a lot just because a lot of us we're in our heads more than we are in our bodies, and that causes problems and conflicts and dramas and fiery climaxes approaching and shit like that. So I genuinely feel like I'm gonna give you the same advice I've given everybody else who got this card. I go to YouTube a lot for different chakras, chakra to clear different chakras or whatever it may be. So I think with some heart chakra yoga would be very beneficial to the Leos right now. So if you go on to YouTube, that's where I go for everything. YouTube, find you some heart chakra yoga, heart chakra meditation, or even just like heart chakra frequencies. For some of us who don't, for some people who like don't feel like actually sitting down and doing yoga or meditating or something like that, then I would just try to do like some heart chakra frequencies to go to sleep to. Like let that play while you're sleeping, to help you vibrate and operate more from that chakra. Okay. All right. So we are now moving on. Virgo. Yeah, it's like I can't stop now. I'm so close to the end. All 12 zodiacs. I'm doing this damn thing. Ouch. Okay. So Virgo coming in at. Yeah, I ain't got nobody to do this for me. So all right. So Virgo's coming in 2 hours and 2 minutes. Ooh, synchronicity. Synchronicity. 0202. I gotta leave that up when I get done. All right, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universe, clear and accurate messages for my Virgos. Clear and accurate messages for my Virgos. What is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors want them to know at this time? Please just protect my space as I get these messages across and just block out any interferences. And just allow me to open up my third eye so I can dive deeper into my intuition to give them further clarification of the cards that come out today. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe. I got so many decks of cards. They're just everywhere. All right, for my Virgos. Gotta send this to my bestie. Get her tapped in. I feel like I was supposed to shuffle real good for y'all. Don't know why, but I did. All right, let's see. Clear and accurate messages for my Virgos. Clear and accurate messages for my Virgos. What is it that they need to know at this time? Whole book of cards, girl. Too many. Messages for my Virgos. Messages for my Virgos. first one we have, what we have is, it says nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. Anything else for his Virgo spirit? Anything else for my Virgos? Okay, so it says nothing yet is set in stone. Mutable moon, and then the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. All right, let's get to it. Mutable moon. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. 108. All right. Keep getting synchronicities. So shit crazy. All right. So it says nothing yet is set in stone. Mutable moon. So mutable is all about change, shape shifting, even that something is still developing. Now this card indicates that something is indeed changing and there's room for maneuver. Now so take it as a sign that the situation you're asking about is far from finalized. If you're not happy with the current state of play, that's marvelous. It means you can still change the course of the outcome. However, there is also a sense that the situation could perhaps be a little unstable. For some, this is great news because you can still influence it. Others will struggle with the uncertainty but should stay with it a little longer. Either way, nothing yet is set in stone. Attuned to the moon, I know that the best will unfold for me. So that's what you need to say to yourself, Virgo. I know that the best will unfold for me. What the fuck is the one I use? It's so good. If it come to me, I'll say it, but I can't think about it right now. Okay, additional meanings for this card is you're meandering towards your goal, and that's okay. You're meandering towards your goal, and that's okay. The next one is staying adaptable is the key to success for you now, which is cool. You're a mutable sign. You should be able to do that. The next one is make sure you're not being led astray. And the next one is have you become distracted? Time to focus. The last one is stay with it, whatever it means to you. Yeah, stay with it, whatever it means to you. Stick to whatever that is. Now, the teaching in astrology, there are three so-called quadruplicities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The mutable signs are Gemini, Sagittarius, and Virgo and Pisces. And when the moon is in one of these signs, you know there's going to be more flexibility in a situation. Now, anytime you pull this card, it suggests there's the opportunity to keep visualizing and affirming what you want, as there's still room for change. So think about what you want and enjoy the daydream. I'm sorry, I'm like super tongue twisted. Been reading for 2 hours. Tongue twisted. All right, the next one is full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. Which is good, right? That's what we want. That's what we want, y'all. All right, so it says this card is a reminder that it's important to speak your truth, but remember that your words have consequences and impact your listener. Right now, you need to guard against a distraction. No, that is not what it says. Right now, you need to guard against indiscretion. Now, the answers you need may well come soon. Now, the issue you're facing could well be one or a few conversations away from being resolved. If you're inquiring about a love situation, a little flirting may be called for. And if you're in the middle of an argument, this card comes to you as a reminder of the old, very non-Gemini message. Least said, soonest mended. The less that you say, the faster a situation can be mended. And you see that it says non-Gemini message because we don't say less. We say too much. But okay, it's good to talk, but be careful you aren't causing yourself any issues with your words. Words have enormous power. Your word is your wand. You create magic and your own reality every time you express yourself. So be very wary of what it is that you say. Um, as this energy is full moon in Gemini, so this is the type of energy that you're dealing with right now. As a fellow Gemini, we are people that have to digest what is said first in order for us to avoid conflict, which is not something that we're good at doing, especially in the heat of an argument or our feelings being hurt or whatever it may be. Take some time to digest what a person is saying before being so quick to react and speak upon it, because certain things you say, when you say something, you can't take it back. You know what I'm saying? So certain times you just got to tell somebody, you know what, I ain't got a response for you right now. And I don't want to respond to you right now because I don't want to say something that I might later regret. So with that being said, let me process what it is that was told, and then I'll decide to respond when I feel like I'm in a good space to respond. Teaching, I'm literally trying to teach y'all me as I teach y'all. Right. So, attuned to the moon, it says have an important conversation but stay calm. And additional meanings for this card is don't be superficial. The next meaning is someone is trying to flirt with you. Have you noticed? The next one is you need to laugh off this situation and just move on. And the last one is job applications have good prospects. Now, the teaching talk, talk, and more talk as the emotional full moon moves into the communicative sign of Gemini. It's it's too easy to say too much, so mind how you go if you pull this card. This card can also indicate an enjoyable social event. Since the full moon in Gemini is a great time for socializing, this card also urges well for any study you're either taking or considering. Okay? All right, so that's what we have for the Moonology deck. Now we're going to move on to the Rebel with an Attitude. Yeah, I like this deck. It's just unsugar-coated advice, y'all. Unsugar-coated advice. We're gonna get right to it. The fuck? What the hell, y'all? All my cards and flipped and turned and what that was. Let me get right real quick. Two 12 on the timer. Another synchronicity. So what I got? 212. I got 0202. Got 111. Since I've been sitting here, when I tell y'all, Spirit be talking to my ass. All right, Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universe, clear and accurate messages for my Virgos. Clear and accurate messages for my Virgos. What is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors, and their ascended masters want them to know at this time? Please protect my space as I get these messages across and just block out any interferences. I'm trying to shuffle these good. I feel like I was getting a lot of repeat cards. I did this earlier. Bear with me, Virgo. I told y'all for some reason I wanted to shuffle real good for y'all. I think it's because I'm on the ninth Virgo. I'm the ninth zodiac sign at this point, so it's just like I want to make sure this energy is just y'all energies and ain't nobody else's from the last one or any previous ones that's carrying into this. All right. Clear and accurate messages for my Virgos. Clear and accurate messages for my Virgos. The first one we have is you need some fucking yoga in your life. Ancient shit is cool. So start looking into some yoga practices, Virgos. Tell me more for Virgo. It says fucking apologize. Seriously, just do it. Next one. So that makes me feel like that card that we got, the communication is the full moon and Gemini card, where it stands sometimes you can say too much. I feel like that might have already happened for y'all. And if that has, then just apologize. Apologize so y'all can move forward. Sometimes we say shit we don't mean in anger, you know? All right, the next one is laugh. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? When's the last time you watched something that just made you laugh? Watch a comedy or something. More for my Virgos. Okay, we got two. It says, believe what you see, face reality, or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely. Then we have time to let go, move the fuck on. All right, Virgo. Something or somebody that you need to let go. You might be in denial about a person or a situation, and which is why we got the believe what you see card, and then really right after that to time to let go and move the fuck on. Okay? More for Virgo, Spirit. All right, I'm gonna take these last two. We're gonna wrap it up. All right, it says you got a feeling you just can't shake. That little voice inside you. Listen to that shit. So Virgo, you actually might be contemplating leaving a person or a situation alone. And then their next one is ask a fucking expert. Don't rely on your friends or the internet. Listen to a damn professional. I mean, I ain't gonna say I'm a professional, but I'm professional when it comes to channeling messages from spirit and the shit that you need to hear. So I would take heed to the advice that I'm giving you in this reading. But Virgo, this has been your reading. He'll come after Virgo. Oh, Libra. Hey, what's next? I always forget. Okay. All right. So now we're moving on to Libra. Scorp. Sag. I'm gonna just write it out now. All right. So Libra, you're coming in at. Sheesh. 2 hours and 18 minutes. All right, we'll go there. Okay, cool. So we're gonna so Libra, the decks that I'll be working with for you today, just to give you a little heads up, we're gonna be working with the Moonology deck to get you some overall advice, and then we're gonna close it out with the Rebel deck, Oracles with an Attitude card, unsugar-coated advice to close you off. Okay, let's get right into it. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universe, clear and accurate messages for my Libras. Clear and accurate messages for my Libra. What is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors want them to know at this time? Please just block out any interferences as I get these messages across. Just allow me to tap deeper into my intuition to give them further clarification of the cards that come out today. Please protect my space as well. Thank you so much, Spirit Ashe. All right, messages for my Libras. Messages for my Libras. What is that? Their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors want them to know at this time. We have a time for healing, balsamic moon. Let's get into it. I don't know much about the balsamic moon. Let's hear about it. I'm interested. Okay. All right. So for my Libras, it says a time for healing, balsamic moon. Pulling this card suggests that the past is in the past and a bright future is beckoning. However, before you can take your next step, make sure that both you and the situation feel healed. Now, this is not the time to paper over cracks or to simply pretend that everything is okay. Rather, you still need a little more time to heal and to soothe both yourself and anyone else in need. It is very important to heal, y'all. Like, so detrimental to fucking heal. So all that, like, and a lot of us sometimes we don't want to process that we're actually feeling away or we're sad or we're depressed, or whatever, or heartbroken or whatever it may be. And sometimes it's like we don't want to address it because it's like you don't want to claim that energy. But the reality of the situation is that you absolutely have to claim the energy. You have to feel it so you can actually heal from it. Otherwise, it'll just be something that you're bottling up inside and it doesn't do any good for you. Like energy doesn't just like that's energy. It's stored. You're going to store that energy in your body and it's not going to go nowhere until you feel it and you let it out. And that's detrimental. Anyway, so it's then remind yourself that anything is possible if you believe it. This is also a time to surrender and wait to hear guidance from the universe. Powerful insights can be had. If you know that someone or something really isn't good for you, this card is a reminder to surrender. Start to work on your belief in your dreams so you're ready when the time comes. Yes. Start to work on your belief in your dreams so you're ready when the time comes. Okay? So if you're in a situation that does not serve you and is not good for you, it's time for you to one, leave that situation alone, heal from that situation, pour some self-love into yourself so you can raise your vibrations up, and then start working on your dreams so they can manifest into your reality. Okay? Now anyway, it says attune to the moon. When one is healed, all are healed. Literally. Like that's saying hurt people. So if you're leaving a situation or in a situation where you've needed to heal and you've just decided to distract yourself by like what would they say to get over one person, get on another person, not pause. It's not gonna happen, first of all. You can keep yourself distracted, but you're gonna still be holding on to them feelings. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important for you to take some time to heal from your situation. And that way you can attract healed people. You'll attract more people that need to heal if you're vibrating, if that's the frequency that you're vibrating from. Okay? Okay, so the next one is it's time the additional meanings for this card is it's time to let go of the past. The next one is you are about to turn the corner. The next one is you need more time to heal. And the last one is think about how this situation would look if everyone were healed. Right. Now the teaching, it says patience is required at this time of the balsamic moon. It's a time for self-care as you slowly but surely prepare yourself for the new moon, which is just around the corner. Now, no matter which point in the current moon cycle you have pulled this card, it's a reminder to go a little bit easy on yourself and the time to step into your creatrix power will come soon enough. The time to step into your creative power will come soon enough. Give yourself the time you need. Ashe. It's not a race. Slow and steady wins the race, Libra. Okay. All right. So that's what I have for you for the Moonology advice. Now we're going to move on to the Oracle with an Attitude. See what we got. Clear and accurate messages for my Libras. Clear and accurate messages for my Libras. What is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors, and their ascended masters want them to know at this time? Spirit, just please protect my spaces that get these messages across. And just open up my third eye to allow me to dive deeper into my intuition and give them further clarification of the cards that come out today. Almost done. All right. Let's break these on up. All right. Libras. Messages for my Libras. First one we had is get the fuck out of your head, get in your heart, it misses you. Everybody's getting this one. So I'm gonna give you the same advice I gave everybody else. A lot of times, well, first of all, Libra, we're air signs. I'm a Gemini, I'm an air sign, so I do know everything about living in your head and not being enough in your body, and it just causes shit that's so fucking unnecessary. It makes the days longer and stressful when you're just always in your fucking head and you're not in your heart. I'm gonna just be perfectly fucking honest. Um, So my advice to you, which I've given everybody else, which is um go on to YouTube, because I feel like this is always just the ease. This is like the shortcut way to really figure out what you want to know. um get on a YouTube and look into some heart chakra yoga or meditation. Or if you're like a person that feels like you don't really have time to do yoga or meditation, which we do because sometimes there's like some for like 10 minutes that are just like 10 minutes long. But if that's still too much for you, you can also look into like healing frequencies. So I would literally type in heart chakra healing frequencies and just allow that to play while you're sleeping as you're about to go to sleep, to try to clear that heart space out. That way you're, operating more from your heart and not so much from your head, which is something you want to do. Anyway, more for my Libras. Oh shit. Let's let them come out. All right, we got they broke your heart. Fuck them. So you're definitely in a situation where you need to heal. Fuck them. Heal. Move on. Heal. Pour into yourself. All that love you gave to that situation, pour it back into yourself so you can raise your vibration and just chase your fucking dreams and your goals, and the person that's best fit for you will find you. It says eat your fucking vegetables, eat some shit made by Mother Nature, try to practice healthier eating habits, Libra. Why is there loading going on? I know this shit ain't about to cut off. Oh, it didn't. Okay, I was about to say don't do that to me. It says, what the hell are you waiting for? Get that shit done. If you're waiting for a sign, well, here the fuck it is. I don't know why I feel contemplating on leaving a situation, but haven't actually pulled the trigger yet or pulled the plug yet. The next one is you're being shady. Watch out, shit could get ugly. All right, more for my Libras. This one flip. It says, don't fucking force it. Allow that shit to come to you. Last but not least, it says, make better fucking choices. If you're pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. All right, Libra. You heard what Spirit had to say. Take it, apply it. Take it, apply it. Information with no change behavior is just fucking time wasted. Literally. All right. So we're going to move on now to my Scorpio. Scorpio, you're up next. Oh, I didn't do that bad. That one was not that long. Two. Okay. Got it. Ooh, I made it through the whole zodiac chart. Don't play with me. Talk about. Anyway, Scorpio. Hey, y'all. Hey, Scorpio. All right, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universe. Clear and accurate messages for my Scorpios. Clear and accurate messages for my Scorpios. What is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors, their ascended masters want them to know at this time? Please just protect my space as I get these messages across, and just open up my third eye to allow me to dive deeper into my intuition to give further clarification of the cards that come out today. Thank you so much, Spirit. Ashe. Ooh, gotta thank Spirit for the ability to be able to channel messages for people. I think that's just like so fucking cool. And I still be like proud of myself. Especially when they hit home for people. I be like, damn, I be getting them messages, man. Crazy. Crazy. I'm starving. I ain't gonna even hold y'all. It's been 2 hours, 2.5 hours at this point. I'm hungry. But it's alright because the universe gonna reward me for showing up like I was supposed to. And I showed up for all 12 zodiac sign spirit. I ain't leave nobody out. Watch how spirit reward me. I know it's coming. I ain't tripping. I don't know how it's gonna come, but it's coming. It. One more shuffle. Got it. All right, Scorpio. Let's get into it. Clear and accurate messages for my Scorpios. Clear and accurate messages for my Scorpios. What is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors want them to know at this time? Damn. No, I don't think this is supposed to come out. They're like sticking together. Two, I got them same two cards earlier and they were sticking together like that. No. The reason why I be licking my fingers to make sure the cards don't stick together. They my cards. Don't nobody else use my shit. All right, so we have don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. And then the next one we have is show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. All right. All right, Scorpio, let's get into it. First of all, let me show you. Still trying to find the best angle because I ain't got it yet. Don't let pride get in your way. Show the world the real you. Okay? I know. Okay, so full moon in Leo, let's get into it. 76. All right, it says, don't let pride get in your way. Have you been letting your pride become an obstacle? Is the question you're asking based on your ego, or is it from your heart? Leo energy is all about the heart. Think of the big hearted king of the jungle, the lion. Its energy is magnificent, but when it's combined with the rush of the full moon, it can become over the top. This card may have come to you because you need to end a deadlock that has developed. More love, more love and thoughts for the greater good are the solution to this dilemma. If you've not been doing as you if you've not been doing as you would be done by lately. So if you're not doing others the way you would want to be done lately, this is the time to find a balance between your own needs and the needs of the people around you. This will help all of your relationships. Attune to the moon. Be magnificent without being plain too much. Additional meanings for this card is self-esteem is good, but vanity is not. The next meaning is everyone is equally important. Everyone is equally important. Everyone else's needs and emotions are just as important as yours are, Scorpio. All right. The next one is creative urges should be followed, work some magic. And the last one is a friendship may be ending now. So the teaching, it says when the full moon comes into Leo, it can be a wonderful, bright time where people feel more confident to show the world their talents and assets. That's the upside of this lunation and of this card. No matter when you pull it, however, no matter when you pull it, that is the that's the upside of this lunization. I'm sorry, y'all. That's the upside of this lunation and of this card. No matter when you pull it. However, take note that the Leo full moon combination creates sort of tension between your needs and the needs of people in your networks. Leo full moon is a time to release pride. All right, I'll shade to that. The next one is show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. 88. All right. So this card brings the message from the cosmos that you need to detach a little from whatever situation you're asking about. Someone might be keeping you at arm's length now, but it's no bad thing. It's important for you to allow life to unfold and progress. Even if even if changes seem like a frightening prospect, if you've been holding yourself back from showing the world the real you, this card reminds you that your unique characteristics are what make you special. In a relationship, are you being too aloof or detached? Go ahead and be yourself in whatever is coming up for you. Be more vulnerable is what I'm hearing. Are you showing like your real vulnerability because ego's in the way? Sometimes, and that actually makes sense. Don't let pride get in your let pride get in your way. Don't be too proud to show the love that you genuinely have for a person. Vulnerability is sexy. Like, learn how to be vulnerable. But anyway, it says be aware of your feelings, but also be prepared to move on. Additional meanings for this card is don't lose the beauty and romance of life. The next meaning is you are too much in your head, get in your heart. Everybody is getting that one. That's like every sign I'm getting is to get out of your head and get in your heart. And I'm just getting this overall feeling, being that I've done this reading for 12 zodiac signs now, and I've gotten at least 7 of the 12 zodiacs so far. Of the 11, no, actually, yeah, 11, because I'm only at Scorpio right now. Is for us to get out of our heads and to get more in our hearts. I think a lot of us are operating from our head space and we're not actually in our bodies enough. So some yoga, some meditation, heart chakra yoga, meditation is it would be very, very beneficial. Look on YouTube to find some videos that assist you with that. Now, additional meanings for this card is don't lose the beauty of romance. Okay, whatever. You're too much in your head, get in your heart. The next one is a friend needs you, be there for them. And the last one is a situation is going to take a very unexpected turn. So, all right, now, these is all warnings. Now, the teaching every full moon is a time to release and let go, but the addition of Aquarian energy to mix triples to the mix triples that message. Okay, so the full moon is a time to release and let go, but the addition of Aquarian energy, which is this is an Aquarius card, it actually triples that energy. Now, Aquarius is the opposite of clingy, and pulling this card at any time suggests either you need to let go or someone is thinking they are the one or someone is thinking they are the ones who need to let go. So if you're in a relationship that you actually want to stay in, I don't if you're in a relationship that you've been contemplating that ain't been really working too good for you, you could be contemplating on leaving. Or if not, your partner could be contemplating on leaving. So that's something that you want to brace yourself for, Scorpio. Um, okay. All right. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. So it says time to let go or someone is thinking they are the ones who need to let go, perhaps of you. Now, what needs to go? What is the right thing to do? Whatever happens next could be highly unconventional or unexpected. So this is very much so shock, surprise might be on the way for my Scorpios. We'll do a follow-up reading probably like later this week, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. Yep, Sunday. I'll do a follow-up reading for Scorpio on Sunday. Just to see, because y'all might have something coming and you might want to brace yourself for. Um, Anywho's, let's move on to the next deck, and that is the Rebel with an Attitude deck, the unsugar-coated advice to finish it off. Okay, I did good, man. I mean, I ain't gonna say I did good with time, but I don't know how people be doing all signs. Like, I feel like if you're doing all signs and you can really get it done in an hour and some change, then somebody ain't getting all the advice they need or something, because that's crazy to me. I ain't knocking nobody or how they do it. I ain't, it's not like I do this YouTube shit. Like I'm more new to YouTube, so I do readings. I just do personal readings. That's where most of my experience is, just doing personal readings for people. Which I'm gonna be honest with y'all, y'all better tap in because this shit's be on point, okay? I leave my actually my cell phone number in the description box. So if y'all do want to book a personal reading for me, we can arrange that. But if you could, I keep forgetting to tell all the signs that I can y'all like, comment, and subscribe, please. I need y'all. Like this is dedication. I've been at this for 2 hours. It says 2 hours and 38 minutes. Getting all 12 signs done. And it's like I could make it super short where I only pull one card, but I be feeling like if spirit says something else is supposed to come out, then it's just supposed to come out and I'm not gonna skip over it. So, you know, hopefully y'all appreciate the dedication. Cool. Let's get it going for my motherfucking Scorpio. Alright. Clear and accurate messages for my Scorpio. Clear and accurate messages from my Scorpio. What is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors want them to know at this time? Please protect my spaces as I get these messages across and just allow me to open up my third eye to dive deeper into my intuition and give further clarification of the cards that come out today. Thank you so much, Spirit Ashe. All right, we got a couple. So it says, you do you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. Next for Scorpio, stop fucking whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do it. So versus complaining about things, just go about shit differently. That's what Spirit is trying to say with that card. Okay, it says take a shot. Don't take 12, take one. Okay, maybe two. Move on. Next card from a Scorp. Next card from a Scorp that just fell. It says, whatever you're thinking about, don't do it. Now is not the fucking time. Next, for my Scorpio. Okay, I'm gonna take these last three. It says detox. Drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out. And that's so funny. It says unfriend that asshole, but I swear one of the cards had said a friendship might be coming to an end now. So that might be a reason that you got that. And this one, it says stop talking, shut your mouth and listen. And the next one is you are giving too many fucks. Give zero. All right, Scorpio, that's been your reading. That's been my reading for Scorpio. Now we're going to move on to Sagittarius, sexy Sages. We got coming in at I'm going to say 242. Don't tell me I ain't dedicated. I was 3 fucking hours for free. Okay? Don't tell me I ain't dedicated. It's like, no, this is me making up for all the times that Spirit was sending me synchronicities telling me to get off my ass and do a damn reading. And I kept making excuses because I felt like I wasn't in the right space or energy. But Spirit really talks to me through by way of cards. That's my divination work. And definitely was just on some stop waiting to be ready. And I guess because I am new to YouTube, I feel like, okay, I gotta do this like this, and I gotta do this like that. And before I do it, I wanna make sure this is like that. And Spirit just said, bitch, do it. The fuck? We ain't give you this fucking this universal or ancestral gift to be able to channel messages for people, and you want to sit here and wait to be able to actually get it across to people. No, get it the fuck done and build off of that. And that's what I'm doing. Showing up. Right. But spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universe, clear and accurate messages for my Sagittarius. Clear and accurate messages for my Sagittarius. What is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors want them to know at this time? Please protect my space as I get these messages across and just block out any interferences. Let's open up my third eye to allow me to dive deeper into my intuition and give further clarification of the cards that come out today. Ashe. Messages for my Sagittarius. For my Sagittarius. All right, let's get into it. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universe. What is it that Sagittarius, spirit guides, angels, ancestors want them to know at this time? There we go. sticking together. My cards are sticking together. Clear and accurate messages from my Sagittarius. What is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors want them to know at this time? Okay, so I have take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon, and then I have a win-win outcome is forecasted. Full moon in Libra. Okay, so let's get into it. I've never pulled this disseminating moon before. That's interesting as fuck. 34. Okay, let's see. All right, it says take time to breathe out. And this is cool. We're in new moon in Sagittarius right now. But take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. The intensity of the full moon has abated. And what are we left with? That's what this card is asking you. It suggests that the situation you're asking about has now peaked, and it's time for you to regroup and learn from your experiences rather than blindly forging ahead. So it's there needs to be some reflection time. I don't know if you're leaving a situation or a situation is complete in itself. It's time for you to do some reflection on the different lessons that were brought to you by way of that situation that's coming to an end. Okay, it says, have faith that what is happening is for the best. Try to accept the way things are now and give yourself and others time out to relax. Breathe. We can't be on all the time. If you feel you've hit an obstacle or either failed in some way, now it's time to reflect on how to do things differently next time. Be honest with yourself. If you feel bad about your current situation, be honest with yourself if you feel bad about your current situation, and then remind yourself that life goes in cycles. All right, so attuned to the moon, it says I am where I am, and it's okay. Things happen in full and divine time, and if there's something in specific that you felt like, why the fuck don't I have this now? Like, why is it not in my possession now? Whether that be love, whether that be something financial or tangible, divine timing's at play for all of us. Ain't nobody getting nothing no sooner than they were supposed to, or later than they were supposed to. You're getting it in your divine time, and we're all operating off of different timelines. Okay, and we're all spirits just having a human experience as well. So all of our timelines are different, you know. But anywho, all right, so it says the additional meanings for this card is you should know where you stand either now or very soon. The next meaning is you need to take some time out for your own good. And the next one is it's time for you to share your wisdom and experience with someone else. So I don't know why. After, if I ever go through the additional meanings for the card and one just screams to me or makes me feel something in my intuition, then I want to speak on it. For some reason or another, I feel like Sagittarius, there's some things that you've been through that you can put into a book to help other people. Whether a book or whatever platform you want to use to get your experiences across to people, I feel like spirit is kind of calling you to do that. That's my own intuitive message. Okay, it says the next one is avoid falling into a slump. Okay, so don't be so down on yourself. See the lessons in the situation that has occurred or has passed, and please understand that lessons are blessings. It's fucked up because the lessons that typically come with some type of heartbreak or hard time or something like that. But Spirit doesn't want you to fall into a slump. They actually want you to look over it as a lesson and see it as a blessing, and then apply it. Apply it and create something where you can share your experiences with other people. I feel like that would also make you feel better and avoid you from falling into any type of slump if you're in some type of dark phase right now. All right, so the teaching, it says the disseminating moon is the first moon phase. After the explosion of energy that comes with the full moon, no matter when you pick this card, it suggests you're at a more tranquil point in the life cycle of whatever situation you're asking about. I'm gonna read it again, y'all. It says the disseminating moon is the first moon phase after the explosion of energy that comes with the full moon. It says no matter when you pick this card, it suggests you're at a more tranquil point in life in whatever situation you're asking about. This is not the ideal time to start something new. The disseminating moon is the time to breathe out, give yourself some time off, and think about what has passed. I said that you need to do some reflection. Yep. So it's time to breathe out, give yourself some time off, and think about what has passed. And then after you do all that, guess what we got? A win-win. Hold up, y'all. Oh, that glare. A win-win outcome is forecasted. Full moon in Libra. So that's good, y'all. This is positive energy. So we're coming out of maybe a not so great time, and we're entering into a actually more promising time. A win-win outcome is forecasted. So that's a blessing. All right, so full moon in Libra, let's get into it. 80. All right, so it says the full moon in Libra is the sign of partnership, of falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are all about climaxes and in conclusion, this card suggests you're either about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason and sometimes just for a season. Didn't I tell y'all that? Like, a lot of these situations it's fucked up, like like the situations that tear us down or put us in some of the most darkest or heartbroken places. They bring you the most life lessons, and that's the blessing behind it. um, if a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time. So try not to fight it. Things are happening the way it's supposed to happen, Sagittarius. Now, this card can also refer to a professional relationship. There is a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. A win win outcome is possible with give and take. Doing so might be the answer to your question. Now, attune to the moon. Let go of what is falling away. Additional meanings for this card. See the other person through the eyes of love. It will change your perspective. The next meaning is it's time for you to make a firm decision. The next meaning is time for you to focus on yourself for a while. And the next one is look after yourself but avoid vanity. The last one is now is a great time for a makeover. Now, the teaching, it says no matter when you pull the full moon and Libra card, it encourages you to find a balance between your desires and those of the people around you. Balance is a very Libran energy, and the full moon brings things to a peak. Dramas and upsets, excuse me. So, Libran energy and the full moon brings things to a peak. Dramas and upsets brings partnerships to the fore. Okay. Libra energy also brings love energy, negotiations are easier. What the fuck did they write that like that for? Anywho. Next, so that's the that's the advice behind the Moonology deck. Now we're going to move into my next deck, which is the Rebel with the Attitude, the not sugar-coated advice from Spirit. Right? So we're going to get into it. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universe, ascended masters, please give me clear and accurate messages for my Sagittarius. Clear and accurate messages for my Sagittarius. Please protect my space as I get these messages across, and just block out any interferences as I get these messages across as well. Just allow me to open up my third eye to give further clarification of the cards that come out today. Thank you so much, Spirit. Ashe. Sag, y'all is the last. I did all 12 zodiac signs, so y'all's getting the last bit of my spunk and energy, okay? This shit been long as fuck. 3 hours. I ain't expected it to take so long. I thought I was about to fly through this, but I know who I am as a person when it comes to my craft and what it is that I'm doing and what my calling is. And I'm channeling messages for people. So if you need to hear it, you need to hear it. And sometimes it's not short. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And maybe it's just long to me. The thing is, it's like, it ain't like nobody got to watch it all the way through. I do have timestamps throughout the whole video. So all you got to do is just click on your specific zodiac sign, and you'll be good to go. Skip all the other stuff. I'm just proud of myself for showing up, y'all. I'm telling you. Me sitting down here doing this, I'm showing up, and I'm happy about that. Like, absolutely happy about that. Okay. All right. Sexy Sedgy. Let's see what's up. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universe, clear and accurate messages for my Sagittarius. Oops, got a lot for y'all. Okay. Okay. It says, you think someone is lying. They are. Next one is, you are talented and fucking amazing. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Don't use it for dumb shit. Yo, I don't know why when I was reading the time to breathe out card, and it was saying something about like using your voice or sharing your experiences or something. I don't know why. I just keep feeling like y'all need to write a book. Why do I feel that? Like said, I feel like Sagittarius, y'all have experienced some things that y'all could really write a fucking book about. And I think Spirit is kind of telling y'all to do it. Right? Like if writing a book is the platform you want to use, but you need to figure out some way to some platform or way to utilize getting your voice heard, because you have some real dope ass shit and some real insightful ass shit that you can use to help other people. And I think Spirit is calling you to do that. Okay. The next one is stop talking, shut your mouth and listen to me. 'Cause I'm trying to give y'all some good ass advice. But anywho, the next one is, you are going through some tough shit. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it. Like I said, y'all, it's real blunt and to the point. I wouldn't have really delivered it like that. I should have fucking switched up the words. But anywho, that's what we got so far. Let's see. More from my Sagittarius. I dropped it. It didn't fly out. What the fuck? No, there we go. Oh, okay. I ain't got this card for nobody. Cool. Or even myself before. It says love. Get some, give some. It will cheer your ass up. Next one is, stop texting, stop talking, stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. The last one is, you got a feeling you can't shake. That little voice inside you, listen to that shit. Ashe, that has been my freaking reading for the day. I feel accomplished. I ain't leave out not one zodiac sign. Everybody got some messages from Spirit today. I am very happy. If y'all could like, comment, subscribe, turn on notification bell, because I'm gonna keep putting out more content, and I'm gonna keep making sure that I'm showing up the way I'm supposed to. And stop making fucking excuses, because that's what the fuck I've been doing. But I'm human. A bitch is human, and it happens. But anywho, this has been y'all reading Sagittarius. To everybody, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and goodbye.